This is a collective reading. Important that you take what you will from it, what resonates, and leave what doesn't resonate. But whoever I'm speaking to today, something in life has become extremely mentally heavy, taxing, draining for you. And I feel like this has been going on for some time, and you're feeling quite sort of like lost and confused and maybe just really wound up and bound by this situation. I don't know if this is a relationship, a job, creative project, whatever it may be. The energy around this situation is just one where things have just kind of dragged on. Things have become really heavy. And actually they've dragged on and they've become really heavy because of how tightly, and this can happen quite often when we're almost refusing to let go. But on top of that, refusing almost or unable to see the reason why things played out the way that they did. And more importantly, what were the lessons and the challenges, or rather just specifically the lessons that you needed to kind of integrate and learn about yourself in order to integrate this experience and be able to finally let go of the tight grip that is holding this situation together. Even though life, in this part of your life, has become quite heavy. It's stressing you out. You're feeling just really anxious or stressed, or just that this situation is just like, it's driving you nuts, to be honest. And more of what needs to happen when situations like this are happening, we need to begin attempting to move forward, to kind of start paying attention to how actually what we're first feeling is leading us somewhere different. So what is it that you're being nudged towards? How can you start pouring more attention into the thing that you're being inspired to do instead? How is life actually showing you, and what is that intuitive nudge? Even if it's the smallest feeling that you've been ignoring for some time, what is it leading to you towards? Is it leading to some sort of change that you're refusing to step towards, to move towards? The lessons here are yearning to be integrated, are yearning to be learnt by you. And as soon as you can begin accepting that this particular situation is needing to be moved on from, is needing a new intention, maybe it's a new idea. Instead of being so trapped in the way that the circumstances of the way things are, how can you learn from the circumstances, learn from how the situation is as at the moment, and begin following that, even that little nudge? I feel like there's a little nudge here. There's a little something that maybe has been bubbling beneath the surface for some time now, but whether you've been allowing that thing to kind of really start to take even any shape at all, that inkling, that feeling, that idea, that new intention to begin to kind of take shape, how much have you been paying attention to that versus just how terrible things are or how much things didn't work out in the end? Because life is really asking you, I feel right now, to pause, to take a step away from this situation. Instead of being so emotionally and mentally involved in it, detach from it and almost take a bird's eye view, take a bigger, expand out of it. Instead of it becoming this situation where you're so personally involved, how can you zoom out for a second and ask yourself the questions of, why is this situation happening right now? Why did it happen to me? What could I learn from it? And then start to pour more energy into, what is it that I'm being asked to kind of create instead? How am I being asked to move forward? What am I being asked to move towards instead? Because that is really what's taking shape here. I'm not sure whether who I'm speaking to, I'm kind of, whether this is a relationship or a job, or it's not really obvious whether this is what specific thing this is related to, but the energy really here is really, really heavy. It's really, I get this like vice grip that whoever I'm speaking to has on this situation, almost in the hope that it can be different, but it's really this mental and emotional attachment that if you can just zoom out and detach, even just for a day, spend 24 hours saying, I'm just going to let go of the mental and emotional attachment that I have to this situation being any different than what it is. Once you can allow that space, and then through that space say, okay, listen to myself. What am I actually being truthfully, intuitively guided to do instead? Where am I supposed to be moving? What has life been trying to nudge me towards, but I've been ignoring it for some time? Because you're really being asked here to kind of really move forward now, really take that next step, really start to allow your energy to leave this situation and to allow it to kind of be fed into what it is you're really wanting to do and be nudged towards. To not as well be so wound up by how you will be perceived, what you'll have to deal with if you make this change, set this new intention and actually pour energy into it and actually have faith in it. Instead of worrying about how it's all going to happen and getting really trapped in the whole stories, the negative stories about how it might happen, simply pause, allow let go and detach of the situation mentally and emotionally to allow what is being asked of you from the inside out, the new intention, the new idea, to allow yourself to even begin moving in that new direction, even just to give yourself some time and space to entertain the new direction that you're being asked to move towards. Because again, this is not a specific, this feels bigger than a specific situation. I'm not getting a specific situation. I'm just getting it's more of an overall kind of like attachment. Maybe it's your relationship to your life in general. Maybe it's as big as that. It could be a specific situation for some people, but for other people, it's more about a general attitude to life, feeling trapped within circumstances of one's life rather than understanding that life is your teacher. Life is only bringing you and reflecting and synchronizing situations and circumstances to show you whether you are in alignment with life or not. It's given you the time and the space to kind of take a step back and learn from what it was that brought you to this situation to begin with, because whoever I'm speaking to sort of likes this or not, you put yourself in this situation in some shape or form, and life is simply just working with you always, whether it's something you want or don't want, to give you almost in a sense what you've been asking for. And so for this particular collective, whoever I'm speaking to, it's requiring a zooming out. It's requiring an integration of lessons, or even just kind of understanding that is what generally is happening and needs to happen in order for you to begin letting go and detaching in a healthy manner, not being so wound up and so attached to this particular situation. So what is needing to be birthed from within you can actually even have any energy and attention given to it, because I'm feeling like you're not even able to give it energy and attention because of how much energy and attention is being given to the present circumstances and the way you think it should be. There is really this zooming out that needs to happen again. Zooming out, seeing things for what they are, allowing what learning is here for you to kind of start to show itself, and for you to have to accept that the lessons are here to help you integrate and to move forward to something that is much more meant for you and much more aligned for you. That's really the message here for the collective. And if you really did enjoy this message, or you resonated, be sure to like, follow, subscribe, and I look forward to reading for you in the next reading. Thank you.